Okay, welcome to part 2 of our video tutorial of how to develop your mom 3D models in SketchUp. So we've started constructing our walls for our building, and I have some walls that are left here. Now here's a quick tip, all right? So if you want to make sure that all your walls are the same height without typing in um, 10 feet every single time that you try to pull a wall from the bottom up, you can do this. So I select the push-pull tool, all right? And I click one of my walls that I want to create. And then I move my mouse in the upward direction. Now, instead of typing in 10 feet, I can actually click the top of an adjacent wall or the top of a wall that I want it to be the same height. So I'm going to click at the top of this wall to make sure that the current wall that I'm trying to pull up is going to be the same height as the existing wall. So I click there and I repeat the process from there to the top, there, top of that one, here, top of that one, there, to the top of that, and I have a tiny piece right there to the top of that. Very simple to get those walls on the same height. Now, once I have those walls on the same height, I am going to need a door, and I need a door on this edge. Now, if some parts of your model is white and some is blue, it doesn't matter, leave it as is. Eventually, we're going to paint the walls anyway, so you're not going to see that difference. So I need a door right here. Now, how can I get a door opening, right? So let's use the rectangle tool, and the rectangle tool is right above the push-pull tool, rectangle tool. And I'm going to start my door right here. Now, how do I enter the dimensions for my door? If you look at the dimensions panel over here to the right, you notice that it has two sets of numbers. You have one that right now it's saying 40 feet and one is saying 12 feet. If I put my mouse back on the wall, look at the numbers. One is saying 3 feet and one is saying 6'6". The first set of numbers represents the width of the door, basically the door opening, how wide is the door. And then the other set of numbers represent the height of the door. So if I want this doorway to be 3 feet, I type in 3 feet, comma, and what's the height of the door? 7 feet, enter. And it creates the rectangle for the door, all right? Once I have that, now I can create the opening for the door. Now, how do I create the opening for this door? I've drawn it. Now I have to use the push-pull tool. And look at what I'm doing. I am going to click the space for the opening for the door, and I'm going to push it through. Now, it says on the face, but I'm not going to take that risk because sometimes you push it on the face and it doesn't go all the way through. So what I would suggest is when you push it through, what you do, go up top and click on the edge of the next face just to make sure that it goes all the way through. So I'm going to click on the edge of this face. So I click right there and it ensures that I have an opening right there for my door. All right, so that's how you get the doors, and you repeat the same process if you need doors on the inside. Well, you're definitely going to need doors on the insides. So you're going to use the same process to get your doors on the inside. All right, now let's get some windows. Okay, so I'm going to put a window right here, a window opening right here. So right now, we're not creating any windows or doors. We're actually just creating the opening for them. All right, we're going to look at how we insert the windows and doors separately. So right now I have a blank wall and I need to put a window here, a window opening. So again, this time I need to make sure that I have the window at a specific height from the bottom of the wall. So to do that, I'm going to use my pretty nifty tape measure tool. So I click on the tape measure tool and I'm going to say, okay, where exactly am I measuring from? So I'm measuring from the bottom of the wall. So I click the bottom of the wall. I move my mouse in the direction that I want to go. In this case, I want to go up. And how high do I want to have a reference line for the base of my window, the window sill? All right. In this case, I'm going to say I need the base of my window to be 3 feet. So 3 feet from the ground. So 3 feet, enter. All right, again, this is not a line. This is just a reference marker. It's not a true line. It just gives you a reference of where you're going to actually have a line later on. Now, what is the height of the window? So I'm going to click on this line, and now I'm going to say, okay, what is the height of the window? The height of the window is going to be 4 feet. So I go 4 feet, enter. All right, now I know that I have a point here. Okay, now if you can either use it like this, or you could say, okay, what is the distance from the top of the wall coming down until I get to the top of the window? That's going to be 3 feet. So I say 3 feet, enter. It's the same procedure. All right, what that does is it eliminates having this line right here. So I don't need that. All right, so you can either do it one of two ways. All right, the next thing is we have to find the width of the window. Now, you can measure on your floor plans how far from the edge do you have the window starting. So in this case, I'm going to say, all right, I have the window starting, let's just say 4 feet from this edge. So I'm going to use the tape measure tool again. Click on the edge, how far from the edge I want the window to start. Let's just say 3 feet, 3 feet, 3, enter. All right, now how wide do I want this window? All right, I can say, all right, the width of that window, let's see. So this is 3 feet and the window goes 4 feet, so I'm going to say 7 feet across. So from here, I move across again and I'm going 7 feet, because the 3 feet plus the 4 feet for the window, that gives me 7 feet, enter. Now this area is going to be representing the window opening. So now that I've drawn my reference lines, now I can easily use my rectangle tool and go from that point to that point. Once I have that, now I can use my press pull tool, and I go click on where the opening is going to be. And again, see, I can actually push or pull it. All right. And I'm going to push it. But again, I'm going to click on the edge of the opposing edge. Boom. So that creates an opening in the wall for my window. The only thing I'm going to do right here is delete these reference lines. I don't need them anymore. And they could be a distraction. So I'm deleting them. And that's how you get your window opening. All right, you get your window opening, you get your door opening, repeat the process until you get all the windows and doors in the house. Once you have that, then we move on to the next step.